Hello, everybody, and welcome to another York Dukes baseball presentation here on York Sports Network. My name is Choi. Alongside me is Jimmy Poulson, and we have a non-conference matchup between the Wheaton North Falcons and the York Dukes. However, they do play in the same regional, so this could have big implications for the regional seeding down the line in the playoffs. And we'll start off with the starting lineups. Starting for Wheaton North, you have Carter Johnson batting first, playing first base. Then it goes to Logan Straube playing left field, batting second. Alex Karlovich behind the dish, batting third. Kale Zoller playing right field, hitting cleanup. Rich Schilling, the DH and starting pitcher, he's batting fifth. Jack Spears playing center field, batting sixth. Caleb Shower playing second base and batting seventh. Chase Richelli batting eighth and playing third base, and Jacob Johnson, the shortstop, batting ninth. And for the York Dukes, Drew Gami leading off, playing right field. Chris Danko playing center field, batting second. Josh Fleming playing shortstop, batting third. Owen Chale DHing in the cleanup spot. Nico Ruggieri, the number 5 hitter, at second base. Noah Jones behind the dish, batting sixth. Noah Hughes playing first base once again. He's batting seventh. Paul Reedy batting eighth at third base, and Austin Jeva in left field batting ninth. And Jimmy, what will the Falcons have to do if they want to jump to an early lead against a guy like DeZillo, who's got a low to mid-80s fastball, and he's got a devastating slider that's his strikeout pitch?
I mean, if you're Wheaton North, you got to go up there and be patient at the plate. You got to wait for your pitch. DeZillo's had control issues before. So if you're Wheaton North, you're looking to work the pitch count. And if you're DeZillo, on the other hand, you're looking to get ahead in the count. You're looking to get ahead with your fastball that sits mid-80s, so then you can get him with the put-away pitch with the slider that doesn't have to be in the zone if you're ahead in the count. You can go ahead and waste a couple of those and try and get him to swing at ones that aren't really hittable. And if he's able to get ahead in the count and then work his way to use that slider, I think he's going to have a lot of success here against the Falcons today.
Yeah, absolutely, Jimmy. Top of the first coming your way in just a few moments. We'll be back here live on York Sports Network.
Leading off for the Falcons and playing first base, number 11, Carter Johnson.
Back from our short break here. Carter Johnson leading things off for the Falcons, and Ben DeZillo getting ready to throw the first pitch. It's another beautiful day, sunny, about 60 degrees. It looks like we just dodged the rain as DeZillo comes set. The first pitch is a fastball upstairs. Johnson takes ball one.
Again, there you go, especially with the leadoff hitters. They're going to be looking to work that count, especially because the top hitters in the order tend to have a higher on-base percentage. They're going to look to work DeZillo here and make him throw a lot of pitches.
The 1-0 upstairs once again. He's missed up and away both times, and now the count is 2-0. Yeah, and Jimmy, the key really is, as it seemed, get the starters out early. We kind of saw that against Hinsdale Central when they were able to get Sloan out after only 3 innings due to pitch count, as Johnson checks his swing and fouls it to the left side. 2-1 the count. And then they were able to get to the bullpen and kind of score some runs. They ultimately came back and won the game. So, I mean, that's kind of the goal for a lot of these teams. That's their plan of attack when facing these starting pitchers. The 2-1 on its way. Slider, beautiful.
Good pitch. See, there's that slider that he has. That's his put-away pitch. And especially we can hit when he can start it outside of the zone and then bring it in for the strike. It's going to leave a lot of hitters baffled, especially lefties, because that pitch starts so far outside, and then it ducks back into the plate, and it's hard to make contact with that.
The 2-2 is fouled to left. Heads up in the bullpen. What a play! And the catch is made by Ryan Sloan in foul territory.
But yeah, I'm glad you brought up that Hinsdale Central game. Thankfully, the Dukes they won the series against Hinsdale 2-1, so they're coming in strong to the series against Wheaton North.
The 2-2 is muscled right to Ruggieri, who picks it up on the hop, fires to first in time, and the leadoff man is retired. DeZillo getting some weak contact for out number 1.
Yeah, that was a good way to bounce back after going down 2-0 in the count. He was able to bounce back through 4 straight strikes and was able to get a ground out to second. So good first at bat for DeZillo here on the mound.
Logan Straube digging in for his first time today. DeZillo comes set. First pitch, it just misses a bit upstairs.
Straube, Choi, is actually committed to Monmouth College for baseball. So good for him. Very solid hitter here at the plate. DeZillo definitely can't give him anything easy here that he can drive into the gap.
The 1-0, Straube turns on it, and that one's going to be foul. Just a tick early on that, but that could have been trouble. The count evens out at 1-1.
Yeah, Wheaton North is coming in off a loss in a series against St. Charles North. They're 5-4-1 on the year, but they did win their last game. They beat St. Charles North 2-1, so they lost the series, but they've got a win streak going into today's game.
The 1-1 inside. Good take by Straube. 2-1 the count now.
And again, you can see with some of the players' jerseys, you mentioned it was sunny, but there is some wind that is going to play a factor in today's game, I think. Could affect some fly balls. Yeah, there you go. As DeZillo steps off the mound, you can see the wind might play a role in this game here. I guess we'll have to see how it plays out.
Two balls, one strike. DeZillo comes set, slider. This one's hit out.
See,
and
look
this
at the
one's
wind.
a world of trouble for Danko. He backpedals and makes the catch
Yeah,
in relatively deep right center field, and he was under it perfectly. But not sure if those of you at home can see it, but there was a hook on the ball, hooking towards right field, and it almost looked like Gami out in right might have had a play on it, but Danko able to track it down.
Again, the wind took that thing and just moved it at least a couple feet over to the right. That was incredible, but Danko is as good of a center fielder as any when it comes down to tracking fly balls and stuff like that, so he was able to make that play look routine when it really was not routine at all.
DeZillo comes set. His first pitch is a strike to Alex Karlovitz.
That's that slider right there, ladies and gentlemen. That is a devastating pitch when you're a hitter up there at the plate. That slider is nasty.
Working a bit backwards to the three-hitter, goes back to the slider again. This one misses upstairs. Count evens out, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Again, just from sitting up here in the booth, you can see the horizontal movement on that pitch. And it's got to be difficult to hit if you're a right-handed hitter.
Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Karlovitz took a big hack at the fastball. DeZillo just pumped it right in the zone, and he couldn't connect. So 1-2 the count, 2 outs. DeZillo trying to complete the 1-2-3. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. DeZillo strikes out Karlovitz, and he goes 1-2-3 in the first. A scoreless frame for Ben DeZillo, and he's off to a hot start. Bottom of the first coming up. Gami, Danko, Fleming here to lead things off for the Dukes. We'll be back in just a few moments. Bottom of the first here in Elmhurst, Illinois, and leading things off for the Dukes is Drew Gami, the right fielder, facing off against Rich Schilling. And Jimmy, how are the Dukes going to have to attack him early?
I think the Dukes need to be ready early in the count. I think this guy's going to be an accurate fastball pitcher, and if the Dukes are going to be ready to go, I think they can get some good swings, get some good contact. because you just got to get runners on base. You got to get runners on base. You got to move them around, and I think the Dukes are going to do a good job of hitting the ball early.
Speaking of hitting the ball early, there's Drew Gami with a hard smash up the middle for a base hit, and his hot stretch continues, and he's really solidified himself as the Dukes' leadoff man. He continues to swing the bat extremely well.
Yeah, that's a beautiful swing, line drive right up the middle, shortstop with a good effort to make the play but couldn't get it done. That's a great line drive. That's a great start for the Dukes. See if you can get some movement on the base paths or just move them long here with a dangerous hitter up in Chris Danko. Went with the quick pitch there. We'll see if they do that multiple times as at bat to prevent Gami from stealing, or if he'll go back to a more prolonged stretch here.
Throws over, not in time. Gami could have crawled back. 0-1 the count to Chris Danko, who's had an interesting start to the season. You know, his on-base percentage through the roof. He's got to be one of the team leaders as he's big swing and a miss at that changeup. But then the batting average is not there. He's hit a couple of really good balls, but he's just off to one of those slower starts and just really hasn't found his footing early in the season. The 0-2 to Danko, bounced in the dirt. Nice stop behind the dish by Alex Karlovitz. You know, Jimmy, it's just one of those things. He's still one of your best players. His performance on the mound's been outstanding, but just behind the plate, it's just a little bit of a slower start hitting-wise as he fouls that one on the tarp, and count remains 0-2.
I think he'll figure it out. I think everybody has their down turns when it comes to hitting the ball. Everybody gets hot, everybody gets cold, you know. And I think Chris Danko's as good as anybody when it comes to figuring it out. I think he just needs some time to adjust, you know. But he was one of the most valuable players in the Dukes run in the playoffs last year, so I think it's important that he figures it out here.
Schilling will throw back again, but Gami got back with plenty of time once again. And you know, Jimmy, that's great to hear. Maybe I can break out of my slump. 3 years and counting. As Danko hits this one. Oh, it's off the glove of Schilling. Danko running to first, and he's not in time. The throw beats him just by a split second. That advances Gami to second.
That's really unlucky because, again, it looked like that ball was either headed right up the middle. You never know if, like, the second baseman's going to be able to make a play on that, but that ball looked headed directly up the middle. Thought it was going to be a base hit. Unlucky that it didn't turn out that way. But, hey, you move the runner to second, you get rid of the force play, and now a single potentially drives in a run here. So the Dukes got to look to jump on the board early here, take a big lead in a big conference game.
Base hit scores a run, not only, but you have one of your most dangerous hitters in Josh Fleming up. They're playing towards center fielders in right center field more as first pitch fastball is not going to get there. 1-0 the count. Fleming, also another one of these Dukes hitters near the top of the lineup who's swinging the bat extremely well, and this is not the guy you want to face if you're Schilling. Who has the change-up, but that misses a little bit upstairs. The count now 2-0. Schilling comes set. The 2-0 to Fleming is low and away, so the count now 3-0.
Yeah, Schilling's got himself some trouble to work his way out of here in the first inning. DeZillo had a relatively smooth 1-2-3 inning.
They go back to second. Gami gets back in time. Schilling doing a great job holding the runner on. Gami's lead definitely smaller than when he's normally on second base.
A lot of pickoff moves, you know. If there was MLB rules, you'd only be able to engage so many times before Gami could just take off for third and they wouldn't be able to stop him, you know.
Big swing and a miss from Fleming. The pitch, Fleming skies this one right field, way up there. This could be trouble, and this one's going to fall over the right fielder's head. This will be extra bases for Fleming. Kalal gives Gami the stop sign, and an interesting double from Josh Fleming.
There you go. I wasn't able to see that one from my angle. Was that the wind, or was that just a misread by the right fielder there?
It could have been a little bit of both. I really think that was the wind. Kale Zoller was just coming in, and then eventually he just kind of lost it, had to turn around, started sprinting back, but Fleming able to just – the ball just plopped down in right field.
Again, good things happen when you put the ball in play, And if you're the pitcher, you need your defense to step up behind you. You potentially have a second out there, and you're one step closer to getting out of the inning, but now you're in a situation where you're in a lot more trouble, and there are runners on second and third with only one out.
When Choi takes ball one upstairs, Choi batting cleanup. He's been hitting the ball extremely well as well. He's worked his way into the lineup as he slaps one into right field. Base hit. This will score Gami. Fleming around third. He's heading home. No throw. They throw to second to keep Choi at first, and that will score 2 runs. Dukes strike first with a 2-0 lead. Owen Choi coming through in the early innings.
And that's beautiful. You love to see guys attacking early in the count. You took a ball, but then when you get a strike over the plate, you're not waiting, you're not taking it, you're jumping on it. And Owen Choi did just that with a solid line drive out into right for a big 2 RBI single. Scoring first in baseball really is big. It gives the pitcher confidence. It gives DeZillo some confidence going back out on the mound knowing he has a big lead.
Ruggieri chops this one third base, and this one is, what in the world? I have never seen something like that. Richelli just kind of stopped charging in on the slow chopper from Nico Ruggieri. And
it reminds me of when I used to watch Javier Baez sky throws and ground throws with the Cubs on a daily basis. It was brutal to watch, and that unfortunately happened there. And now Schilling finds himself in a lot more trouble here early on when you could have had a couple outs.
First pitch to Noah Jones. It's a ball. This umpire's signs are quite confusing. And I think Ruggieri, I think that goes down as a hit because I think he would have beaten out the throw. That's just a total misplay by Richelli at third base. Jones has to duck under a curveball.
Yeah, Ruggieri is very, very fast. He's a good runner. He's really good out there on the base paths. He knows what he's doing, and he can steal a base and leg out ground balls for hits, And so it's good. Now you got runners on first and second instead of having 2 outs. Now you only have 1. And if you're Wheaton North, you got to really step up on defense now.
Wheaton North calling a timeout to talk to their pitcher. Jimmy, what are you saying? Because in all honesty, he should have been out of this inning by now.
I would not say it's the pitcher's fault that they're still in this inning. I think they've had a couple plays that haven't gone their way and have bounced York's way with the fly ball double that Josh Fleming hit, and then the
infield
single that Ruggieri got. But you just got to go out there and try. You can calm your pitcher down. Do anything to calm him down. Make sure, because, now you're in a 2-0 count, which is dangerous with any hitter, and you just got to tell him, hey, the defense has got to step up and make plays behind you, but you got to put the ball down the zone. So the pitcher's doing all he can, but he's got to keep putting the ball in the zone and trying to get outs and get out of this inning.
Jones awaits the next pitch. It's a slider down low, just like you said. You want to work low in the zone. However, it's a ball. So Jones now 3-0 the count.
Do you give him the green light here or no?
Absolutely not with the force out, in my opinion. And Jones takes ball 4. Fastball upstairs. Schilling really wanted that one.
Yeah. And now you've got the bases loaded here, so this is a big spot for the Dukes. They've already got 2 in the inning, and now they're looking to add more here. As long as they don't hit into a double play, any sort of contact here will be good for the Dukes, assuming they can get a run in.
Nick Fisher over at first. He's the courtesy runner, and now you're replacing Jones, who's the catcher, with Fisher, and that is just a big speed improvement now standing at first base.
Yeah, the Dukes definitely have some speed on the base paths here now, and especially if it's a single or a ball in the gap, these runners are going to be sprinting around, and this is a really dangerous situation for Wheaton North.
Noah Hughes, the batter, the first baseman. He's choked up on the bat. He's also been hitting extremely well. Takes a first pitch for a strike.
Yeah, and that's what you got to do if you're the Wheaton North pitcher. You've struggled with control. You've struggled with control, and when you're on your control,
Hughes takes strike 2.
And the defense is struggling behind you, but you got to get ahead in the count. You got to work ahead in the count because now you have a couple pitches to waste or try and get him to chase, or you can try and get some weak contact out of Hughes here.
The 0-2 to Hughes. Low and away. 1-2 now the count. Hughes, kind of a surprise bat for this York offense, but he's delivered in some big situations. Now awaits the 1-2. Chases, taps it away.
Yeah, Noah Hughes was actually part of the York hockey team that made it to the state championship against New Trier here this past year. A great run for hockey. great season for him, and now he's with baseball, putting in the work. Hopefully baseball can put together another good postseason run as well.
The 1-2 to Hughes, line to center field, and this one's got some carry, and amazing catch out in center. This will drive in a run, making it a 3-0 game, and now Hughes with the sacrifice fly, but how about that play in center?
Yeah, talk
from
about
Jack Spears.
Talk about the defense stepping up when you need it. That's a hard hit line drive from Hughes there, and Spears was tracking it and jumped and was able to make a play to stop it from going over his head. Choi, if that goes over his head, that's bases clearing, especially with Nick Fisher, the pinch runner, in at first. That's another 3 runs for the Dukes, and that's not only having 1 more on the board as opposed to 3 more is a much better situation for the Falcons here.
Absolutely, and Paul Reedy digs in for his first time today. Man on first and second, 2 away. Reedy, a big swing and a miss at a changeup.
Yeah, and you can see the Falcons' hesitancy here with runners on base. They're trotting their second baseman over to guard Ruggieri from going too far off the bag after the pitch. The catcher's looking like he's about to throw. They're doing anything.
The 1-1 skied to left field by Reedy, and this one will be playable. Spears under it, makes the catch, and the side is retired, but not before the Dukes score 3 runs on 4 hits. And the Wheaton North Falcons have some work to do. York leads 3-0 after 1. Top of the second coming your way shortly.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 14, Kale Zoller.
Kale Zoller now leading things off here in the top of the second for the Wheaton North Falcons. And Ben DeZilla with a nice cushion to pitch with. He's got a 3-0 lead. The Dukes offense off to an amazing start, scoring 3 runs on 4 hits. And now DeZilla, look out. That's going to go up and in. Hit Zoller in the shoulder. Just looked like a slider that never really broke away, and that's a hit batter on the very first pitch for DeZillo, and the leadoff man is on.
Yeah, there's that control. He has a 3-run lead, so it's all okay. Now he's got to go back to what he was doing in the first inning, which worked. He had a 1-2-3 inning. Hopefully he can do that again here after letting the leadoff runner on, but he's got to make sure to not let the runner on first get to him in this situation.
Goes to a slider that's in there for strike 1.
And that's a beautiful way to do just that. Starting off the next hitter with a strike, another slider that curved in there. It's good to get ahead in the count like that.
Rich Schilling, the batter, and DeZillo misses just a bit upstairs. One on its way, and this one's hit softly up the middle, right to Fleming. Oh, that's a horrible hop, and Ruggieri couldn't get there in time, and that's going to send Zoller all the way to third base.
Wow,
that just bounced on the bag and over. So
it's a very tough hop. It looks like a sure double play, I want to say, even too, if Fleming was able to handle that. But that just took a nasty hop out of the infield, and now all of a sudden Wheaton North is threatening. You got no outs and runners on the corners, and they're looking to bounce back after giving up 3 in the bottom of the first.
Interesting hit for the pitcher and designated hitter Schilling, and that's going to bring up Spears. Spears with runner on the corner, nobody out, and first pitch in there for strike 1. And that slider's been on all day, Jimmy. I know you said it's his strikeout pitch, but he can really throw it in any count, just the location that it goes to. His ability to control where he wants it to go to has just been on point all day. As this one's chopped, this Ruggieri's going to have to charge. This will score a run. They will get 1 out, so Zoller will score. Heading to second is Schilling, and Spears with an RBI ground out.
Yeah, the important thing there is that you got an out. Yes, a run scored, but it wasn't a base hit. You got a runner off the bases. Now you've got an out to work with. Now you got more confidence as a pitcher, and you've just got to keep hammering that strike zone, let the defense make plays behind you.
First pitch in there, ball 1 to Caleb Shower.
Yeah, the sun has gone away, so it is all wind and clouds now here for the foreseeable future.
Shower on top of that one. Reedy gloves it, fires to first in time. Nice stretch by Hughes, and he pops off the bag. No play at third, so now there's 2 away.
It's a nice play, charging in there by Reedy, charging in there and making the out. That's a big second out. Now you got 2 outs. Now a hit won't score anything. You just got to get a third out, and you're out of the inning with not that much damage done, and you're happy if you're the Dukes and you get out of this with only 1 run.
First pitch is a strike.
Yeah, that slider has been menacing when he can get it in there for a first pitch strike. I mean, he's just been throwing at it, and it looks like it's coming at you out of his hand, and then it curves right down into the strike zone.
Goes right back to the slider, so 2 straight strikes to Chase Richelli, who finds himself in an 0-2 hole. The bat has not left his shoulders, and now he's got to protect. Runners on second and third, 3-1 to score, but there are 2 away here in the top of the second inning. DeZillo comes set, fires, just a bit outside. That one looked really good.
Yeah, and especially when you see a pitcher frustrated like that with a call, you know it's right on the edge, right? Like it's a really close one, but Wheaton North gets the benefit of that call.
Swan even more outside, so that one was definitely a ball, but now the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes here, 2 outs. Runner on third. DeZillo set. Slider swung on and missed. Strike 3. DeZillo escapes, and the Falcons strand 1, but they get a run back on 1 hit. DeZillo with his second strikeout of the day, and we head to the bottom of the second, where Austin Jeva will lead things off for the Dukes. You're watching York Varsity Baseball here on York Sports Network.
The gym at the school will be made available for any fans that want to stay during the weather delay. Teams must take shelter on their bus or in the school gym. Leading off for the Dukes, number 4, the left fielder, Austin Jeva.
Bottom of the second inning here. Austin Jeva to lead things off. Dukes went through 8 out of 9 batters in the first inning. Schilling back out here for his second inning of work. Line drive, center field, right to Spears out in center. Had to take 2 steps in.
Unfortunate
And
piece
Joe
of hitting
was
right
outside.
there. It's a hard hit line drive, but unfortunately right at the center fielder for an easy, routine-looking play. That was a good piece of hitting, though. Good swing.
Drew Gami up for his second at bat here. He's 1 for 1 with a hard smash up the middle his last time up. Schilling, the first pitch. Gami shows bunt. That one's not even close. He spiked it in the left-handed batter's box. 1-0 the count.
Yeah, when a pitcher or a hitter squares around a bunt, pitcher, there's a moment of chaos there. You're starting to wonder about running in, charging in.
This one upstairs.
No, that was a strike, Choi. Let's get on your game here, buddy.
He's so slow, this umpire.
Yeah, excuses. My goodness.
At time, that one was a ball, so 2-1 the count. Schilling comes set, fires. Gami checks his swing. They say he did not go. Three and 1 the count. Schilling fires. Ball 4.
He really lost control, during that at bat there. That was about 3 pitches that were spiked in the dirt for balls, so it's an easy walk for Gami.
There's Danko up for his second at bat. He's 0 for 1. Schilling comes set. Gami takes off. The throw down to second base bounces. It was off target. And Gami slides in safely with a stolen base.
There you go. And now all of a sudden you've got, instead of a runner on first with one out, you got a runner on second. That base path speed right there is really good for the Dukes. Has been good all season. And when you can get bases like that, that really helps, because now just a single from Chris Danko here most likely drives in a run.
Danko takes, and Schilling just really upset with this umpire. He's just really struggled to find the strike zone, and the ones he thinks are there are just not getting called. And now he's down 2-0, and Danko with a big swing and a foul straight back, 2-1.
That was a good swing on 2-0, especially hitters count. You're ready to go, ready to unload on a fastball or something in the zone, and Danko did just that, just missed it there.
Giving the catcher a second to catch a breather. Danko apparently fouled that one off of his helmet, of his mask.
Can take this moment here for anybody out there in the world that's watching York Sports Network that's curious. Shohei Ohtani's translator had his court day today. He was released on a $25,000 bond along with numerous conditions, and he's also has to enroll in a gambler's addiction program. Choi, I have a feeling you could use that.
Hey, I just hit up the tables occasionally, with the buddies. That's about it. And Danko called a strike. Wow, that one looked quite outside.
Big
3-2
pitch here,
the
full count, yeah.
Swung on and missed. Schilling gets Danko on strikes, and now there's 2 away.
And that's a big strikeout for Schilling right there. He was down in the count 2-0, and then he came back to win it. That's a big at-bat there, and it goes in Wheaton North's favor. That's big for the Falcons right there.
Now Josh Fleming stepping back in. Need a double on that pop fly to right field his last time up, and now he launches this one to left field. This one's hooking foul. Absolutely crushed on the first pitch. 0-1 the count. Fleming unloaded.
Yeah, that was a good swing.
Oh,
You got to hope he can
yeah,
recreate that again and keep it fair this time.
Fleming takes a changeup that was in there for strike 2. Nice job by Schilling to change up speeds on Fleming.
Yeah, this would be a big 3 outs for Schilling with the runner on, able to keep the damage to none after giving up 3 in the first inning. That'd be big for the Falcons.
Man on second. There's 2 outs, 1-2 the count to Josh Fleming. Schilling trying to escape with a scoreless frame. In the second, he comes set. Swung on and missed. He gets Fleming on strikes. Goes back to the changeup. And Fleming is retired. 2 great back-to-back changeups from Rich Schilling. And the side is retired. Walks the second batter, but strikes out the final 2 to put up the scoreless frame. Top of the 3rd inning coming up your way shortly here on York Sports Network.
Leading off the inning for the Falcons, number 4, playing shortstop, Jacob Johnson.
Jacob Johnson here to lead things off for the Falcons here in the top of the 3rd inning. Ben DeZillo back out for his 3rd inning of work. Paul Reedy playing in on the grass. DeZillo starts us off with a slider for strike 1.
Yeah, if you're the Falcons, you're looking to do just what you did last inning and just start slowly climbing back into this game and eating away at the lead. And if you're DeZillo, you're looking to shut him down, do exactly what you did the first inning. Try and go 1-2-3 on him here and get a quick inning and get the Dukes back up at the plate.
So 0-2 the count to Johnson. DeZillo comes set, and this one's outside. 1-2 now the count.
Go with the fastball up and away. I wonder if that sets up the slider here, either in the dirt or trying to get a pitch in the zone that he just takes.
Misses up and away again. Count evens out, 2-2.
And here's where you really got to lock in as a pitcher, right? You had the 0-2 count. You used 2 pitches, but you got to make sure you don't let this hitter get back into this at-bat.
He gets him to roll over. Ruggieri there. Fields it cleanly, throws to first. He was able to dig it out, and the first batter is retired. And that will bring up Carter Johnson, who grounded out to Ruggieri at second his last time up.
Yeah, back to the top of the order. Three out of the four these 4 top hitters for Wheaton North are all juniors. So they have a promising start of the lineup here for next year if they can all keep getting better and they all keep playing together, develop some chemistry and stuff like that.
First pitch fastball was there for strike 1. So it comes set, fires. He gets Johnson, hits it right to Fleming, and it's off the side. Ruggieri almost able to get there, but couldn't get a glove on it, and Johnson's going to reach on the error.
Yeah, and that's an unlucky swing of events there for DeZillo. He made a good pitch, got him to put the ball on the ground right at one of the Dukes infielders. Just unfortunate Fleming couldn't make the play. Ruggieri almost had the chance to make that play, which would have been pretty impressive, but
DeZillo comes set, floats in a slider for strike number 1.
That's a good way to start. Again, you can't let this error get out of hand here. Baseball's a lot about momentum and stuff, and you can't let an error get to you as a pitcher or as a team. You got to bounce back here and make sure you get out of this inning without giving up anything.
DeZillo comes set, fires. This one's hit high left field. Jeva under it, and he makes the grab. Johnson has to retreat back to first.
Yeah, wind blowing off his hat in the process. Wind blowing off the hat of a lot of Dukes during that play in the process. But impressive. A lot of respect to all the outfielders out there, making sure they keep tracking the ball with all the wind, making sure they get underneath it, stay underneath it, keep tracking it for a big out number 2 here.
Zell goes to a beautiful slider there. That's called a ball. Wow. To Alex Karlovitz, who struck out his last time up, and now he starts ahead in the count 1-0. Runner goes. Jones.
I was going to say.
Hits his. And was Kalal asking for hitter's interference. I don't believe that's hitter's interference, though, Jimmy.
I'm not sure. I feel like when you're throwing, I know when a runner's stealing third, the batter has the right to that box and he can stand in there and not move at all. I'm not too completely sure about second base. I feel like the hitter might have to.
I always thought it was just you had the right to the box. If you step out the box, then you're out. But
I don't know. That's interesting because I can't see from here, but what Coach Kalal was arguing was that the catcher Noah Jones' hand hit the.
This one's chopped. Fleming charges, picks it up, fires to first. Nice stretch by Hughes. Doesn't matter. The side is retired. DeZillo with a scoreless frame. No hits, just one error for the Dukes. And scoreless top of the third here for the Falcons. Dukes coming up in the bottom of the third. Chael Ruggieri Jones due up.
Leading off for the Dukes, the designated hitter, number 3, Owen.
Back here, bottom of the third. Owen Chael to lead things off for the Dukes. He's with a 2 RBI base hit. Smashed into right field his last time up. Starting it off with nobody on. That one's going to miss. It's going to be a new pitcher for the Wheaton North Falcons. Number 7, Reagan Barnes. Barnes comes set, floats.
Yeah,
a good slider that's going to miss.
Decent outing for Schilling. He gave up those 3 in the first inning. Again, I don't know how much of that can be attributed to him versus plays that the defense should have made, but an especially important clean second inning.
Chops this one. This will be a tough play for the shortstop who can't make it, and this one's going to roll into the outfield. I don't even think Johnson got a glove on it.
No, yeah, the York Dukes infield is known for its notorious hops here off the lips of the grass and the dirt and everything like that. So as an infielder, you got to be ready for anything, and that ball just skipped right over the shortstop's glove.
So Barnes gives up another interesting hit to start off the inning, and the Choi board.
And if you're the Dukes, you're looking to add on your lead here. You're able to hold your lead of 2 coming into the bottom of the third here, and now you're just looking to expand on this lead, have an inning where you can just break the game wide open here. And a runner on first with no outs is a good way to start that.
Nico Ruggieri now steps into the plate, and he's going to hit this one right to third base, but it's off the glove, and they're going to have a play nowhere as a bad throw.
And that's where
brings Johnson off the bag. I'm not even sure if it would have mattered. So that's going to be an error on the third baseman, Chase Riccelli.
And that's where your speed, the speed of Ruggieri comes in huge there. It wasn't a major bobble. It just hit the ground, and he was able to quickly pick it back up. But by the time he was ready to throw, Ruggieri was already at first base. And this is a big rally starter for the Dukes here.
Jones takes a first pitch curveball inside, ball 1. Jones drew a walk his last time up, and now he's up to bat, man in scoring position with nobody outs, first and second.
If you're Barnes here, the new pitcher, you got to be a little bit disappointed. 2 ground balls, should have been potentially 2 outs.
Jones hits this one right field. This one will hook foul.
But now instead of having 1, maybe 2 outs, you've got a runner on first and second with nobody out, and now you got a real jam to work yourself out of here.
One and one the count. Barnes comes set. The pitch. Jones swings and misses, or foul tips it back to the netting. Nonetheless, the count would go to 1 and 2.
And if you're Noah Jones here, you're just looking to put the ball in play. Not on the ground ideally, but just trying to put the ball in play, trying to move it along, give Noah Hughes a chance to get some RBIs, and give York a chance to extend their lead over these Falcons.
Barnes trying to pick up the first out here. The 1-2 on its way. Jonesy hits it on the ground. This one, they'll go to second. No, he drops it. Everyone's safe. Chale making it his way around third. He comes home, and he's going to score, and no one's at second base. And finally, Ruggieri goes back to the bag.
Wow. This has been a catastrophic inning here for the Falcons. 3 ground balls, hit it guys in the infield, 2 to the, or 1 to the shortstop, 2 to the third baseman. And if you're the pitcher, you're like, what's going on? Should have 3 outs and potentially out of the inning, and now you've given up a run. There's runners on second and first, and the Dukes are still in a position to do a ton of damage here this inning.
Jones with the RBI error. And now Barnes still in some trouble. He's in the exact same situation. 4-1 the score now. That's the only difference. And Noah Hughes the batter. Hughes shows bunt, lays down a good one. Will it stay fair? No, it will not. Heads foul.
Looked like a good bunt off the bat and just unfortunately tailed just a bit foul. Unfortunate. We'll see if Noah tries to do the same thing again to move the runners, or if that was more of a surprise bunt attempt there by the Dukes.
So Schilling, his final stats, 2 innings pitched, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, 4 hits, 3 earned runs. So just a little bit of a slow start for Schilling, but he was fine. He found the zone pretty quickly. Same thing looks to be true for Barnes. He's just firing it in the zone as Hughes hits this one towards St. Charles. It'll be a foul ball.
And if you're Barnes here, this is a big count. You've got him down 0-2. You really need to get this out here with nobody out and runners on first and second. Ideally, you got to get him out with the runners moving up. But if you're Hughes, you're just looking to stay alive, put the ball in play here, and help York move things along.
Absolutely. Hughes fouls this straight back. Count remains 0-2. Barnes still searching for that first out. He's in a good position to pick it up. Down 0-2. Tries going back to second. No one was covering. So he just steps off, chases Ruggieri back to the base.
Yeah, again, you've got some good speeds on the base pass, especially second base there with Ruggieri. A single should score a hit if Hughes can put the ball in play here for a gap or through a hole somewhere.
Breaking ball, Hughes out in front of it a little bit. It hooked to the left side and foul, so the count remains 0-2. Hughes putting up a great fight against Barnes.
Yeah, it's always great to get in a bat where you're staying alive in the count. You've got 2 strikes and you just won't go away, and this is where the pitcher starts to get annoyed. He might make a mistake pitch and leave one over the plate, or he starts throwing balls, but whatever it is, you're working the count, you're tiring him out, and you're giving yourself a better chance to succeed.
Hughes choked up on the bat, and he's going to foul it once again. Hughes stays alive.
Yeah. And as a pitcher, you start getting really annoyed by this at bat because you're making good pitches, and Hughes is just continuing to foul them off here, which is all you can ask for from a hitter. You're down 0-2, but you haven't gone down without a fight, you know? You're staying alive, fouling off pitches, doing the best you can do to help your team move things along here and score some more runs.
Paul Reedy on deck for the Dukes. Hughes, another foul ball to the right side. And this fight will continue.
Yeah, Noah Hughes just won't go away up there at the plate. It's a great at bat, and hopefully he's able to end it well here for the Dukes.
The 8th pitch in this at bat on its way. Barnes comes set. Time called. Barnes stepping off. And Hughes awaits. Pitch number 8 this at bat. Barnes sets. Delivers. Hughes up the middle, base hit, and he wins the battle. The green light for Ruggieri. Fisher has to hold at second, and Ruggieri scores. Big time hit from Noah Hughes. Wins the 8-pitch battle against Barnes and drives in the run.
That's just a clinical at bat from Hughes there. You battle, you foul pitches off, you're choked up, you're fouling everything off that he throws at you. Barnes couldn't get him. And then you end that the at bat with a sweet line drive single up the middle, and now there's still no outs, still a runner on second and first, and the Dukes are up 5-1.
They're going to go out to have a chat with Barnes, and while they talk things over, just wanted to take a moment to shout out the softball team. Noah Jones let me know before the game started that the softball team was coming out to support the Dukes. So shout out to the York Duke varsity softball team here. We'll be back in just a moment when this meeting breaks here. 5-1 lead for the Dukes here on York Sports Network. Back to the bottom of the third. Barnes still looking for his first out, and now he's got to face Paul Reedy.
Yeah, just a beautiful start to the inning from the Dukes here. Still no outs, and you're still looking to add more here and make it an even bigger lead.
Reedy takes the first pitch for a ball, 1-0.
Yeah, and this could prove to be a really devastating inning for the Falcons here. You'd kept the Dukes scoreless in the bottom of the second. The Dukes are rallying now, and for the Dukes, they're looking to put this game out of reach here.
Oh, we have a runaway hat out in center. Barnes doesn't care. He delivers ball number 2.
Yes, that's the shortstop's hat, everybody. That is all the way across at second base by the time that pitch was thrown, which shows you just how much the wind
is blowing to that right side.
Is impacting this game. Players' hats are coming off. The ball's getting blown around whenever it's in the air. It's a very windy day outside.
Johnson got it back. Reedy ahead in the count, 2-0. Barnes sets. Reedy with a big swing and a miss.
Swinging a foul ball, actually.
Swinging a foul tip. 2-1 now the count.
Again, if you're the Dukes, you just got to battle out these at-bats, put good swings on the ball, and just try and do whatever you can to move it along.
Curveball inside. Not going to be in the zone. So 3-1 the count to Reedy.
Now if you're Paul, who's committed to Carthage College, by the way, congratulations to him. If you're Paul, you're looking for something in the zone, but you don't want to expand your eyes outside the zone. You want to keep it to whatever's in the zone, looking for something good, and he won't get it.
But he draws the walk. And now,
Left fielder.
once again, we find ourselves with the bases loaded.
Jeva.
Yeah, big spot for the Dukes here. Already up 4 runs, scored 2 in the bottom half of this inning, and now you've got a chance to really, really open it up. Dukes are looking for another win.
First pitch to Java on its way. Hit foul ball right side.
Good
Strike
swing.
1.
Way to be ready, yeah. Dukes, if they could break this open and get the win here, would be 11-2 overall on the season, looking for their 5th conference win, which ranks them 2nd. Wheaton North, on the other hand, trying to come back and win this game. They're 5-4-1 overall on the season, 1-2 in the conference, which puts them 6th. So the Dukes trying to establish their dominance in the conference here early on. So there's a wild
This
pitch.
one's going to get away, and sliding in safely is Fisher, and they tack on another run, making it 6-1.
Yeah, that's 3 runs already this inning, and we don't have an out, and there's still runners on 2nd and 3rd. So the Dukes are doing a really good job of rallying, taking advantage of misplays by Wheaton North, and good base running there by Nick Fisher to get them another run and put them in an even better position to score more.
1 ball, 1 strike. Jeva grounds the curveball. They're going to chase Reedy all the way back. Now they throw to first. Jeva cannot beat the throw. And finally,
Number 17.
Barnes picks up an out.
Drew.
Yeah, well, I was a big out for Wheaton North, but a great swing from Jeva there to get the run in. All you can do there in that situation, all you want to do is obviously you want to hit, but next best thing, putting the ball in play, helping your team out, scoring another run. That's big, and now we're back at the top of the order.
Got me back up. He's hitting all 3 innings, and he looks at a first pitch curveball for a strike. 7-1 your score. Got me. Awaiting the 1-0. Barnes. Set. Deals. Blown away. Ball 1.
It's ball 2.
The scoreboard's not right.
Oh.
The 1-1. They go back to the base.
Ooh,
and
close one.
Reedy dives back just in time. 7-1 the score here in the bottom of the 3rd. Dukes up by 6. Barnes coming set. The 1-1 on its way. This one bounced in the dirt. Reedy going to take off. The slide throw down, and Reedy slides in safely.
Wow, that's great base running from Paul Reedy right there, because if you hesitate in that situation and then go, you're going to be out, and there's no doubt about it. But he did not hesitate. That ball bounced up off the catcher's guards, and he took off. So good base running gives the Dukes an even better chance to plate another one here in the bottom of the 3rd.
Got me swing and a miss, so strike 2. Count evens out. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Barnes set. Swans. Foul tip, strike 3. Yeah, they say he caught it, so Gami retired on strikes.
That's a big second out for Barnes there. You've got to be happy with the strikeout there, because most likely any sort of ball in play gets a run there and expands the Dukes' lead to 7. But he was able to get the strikeout, and now York's going to need a base hit to get another run here.
It's going to bring up Chris Danko. His 3rd at-bat in just as many innings. Big swing and a miss at a breaking ball. Good curveball from Barnes.
Yeah, that was a very good off-speed pitch by Barnes right there. First pitch in the at-bat, and you throw him an unexpected off-speed pitch, and Danko just unable to make contact with it.
Barnes sets. Danko drills this
Wow.
one center field. This one's going back. Spears makes the catch behind the shoulder, and Danko's retired. Barnes finally gets out of the inning.
It's another very nice play there by Spears. We've seen a couple out of him already in this game, and he's really helping keep Wheaton North in this game there with his defense.
Dukes score 4 on just 2 hits. Wheaton North with some work to do. 7-1 your score here. Top of the 4th coming up shortly.
Up to bat for the Falcons, number 14, Kale.
Top of the 4th inning here in Elmhurst. Ben DeZillo back out for inning number 4.
Yeah, DeZillo's had a very good start so far. Let's hope he can keep it up here through this 4th inning. Only 1 run in the first 3, so hopefully he's able to keep that the same here.
Goes Zoller. Taking strike 1.
Yeah, if you're
Another
Wheaton North,
slider.
you've got to start expecting that first pitch slider. He's thrown it to so many people, but it's worked on so many different hitters here today. He's been able to locate that slider in there for a strike.
Strike number 2. DeZillo now ahead in the count 0-2. The 0-2 on its way. Fouled straight back.
Good pitch there from DeZillo, but unfortunately the Wheaton North hitter was able to spoil it there.
The 0-2 on its way. Just misses.
Good spot, and then that's
great
a
spot.
good take from the Falcon there, as that was right near the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes. DeZillo deals up and in.
That one not as close there.
Just misses. And the count is even now. 2 balls, 2 strikes here.
Can't let the hitter get into this back into this at bat after being down 0-2.
Goes to the slider inside, up and in actually once again. So now the count is full. DeZillo, who was ahead 0-2, has thrown 3 straight balls.
Hopefully he's able to put him away here.
Pitch number 6, and this one's hit sharply. Ruggieri able to corral it in, gets up, fires to Hughes at first, and they retire
Number 25.
the first batter, Kale Zoller, and that's going to bring up Rich Schilling, the designated hitter.
Yeah, that's a great play from Ruggieri there. Had to stick with a tough hop there from the infield grass and dirt, but he was able to corral it and get it to first for the first out. That's a big first out after almost walking him there.
First pitch to Schilling is outside for a ball. DeZillo loses the hat, and he did not go around. Not really sure if that was a question.
It's like an MLB The Show when they point down to the first base umpire, even when I completely swung at a slider in the dirt just to make me feel good about myself.
Oh, look out, inside to Schilling. DeZillo lost control at fastball, 2-0 now the count. Jimmy, did you chase a lot when you play MLB The Show?
Dude, I had no plate discipline.
Would you have swung at that
all.
pitch?
Oh, I would have been bailed out by the animation where the hitter backs out of the box. That's a good strike there to get back into the count here. DeZillo looking to get another 1-2-3 inning here.
2-1 the count. Hasn't gone 1-2-3 since the first inning. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Schilling way out in front. Zillow comes set, deals, up and away. So the count is now full.
Yeah, that's another full count this inning for DeZillo. He was able to get out of the first one, but he sure is throwing a lot of pitches. These Wheaton North hitters this inning doing a good job of making him throw a lot of pitches here.
Pitch number 12 of the inning on its way. It's a rocket that gets past Reedy. This could be trouble. Jeva running it down on the line. Schilling rounds first, heads to second. Jeva goes all the way to Ruggieri. He's got to come up and make the catch, and Schilling slides in safely with a one-out double.
And that was a really good piece of hitting right there by Schilling to put the ball right down the line. Paul Reedy playing a little bit off the bag, and that's a great hit right there. Wheaton North trying to get something going, trying to get a rally here to get back into this game. DeZillo can't let it get to him, got to shut him down, but that's a good piece of hitting there by Schilling.
Spears, 0-1, grounded out to second. His first time up, DeZillo. The first pitch, this one's sent straight back into the net. 0-1.
Yeah, that was also a very good job by Jeva out there and left, legging down because he had a long way to run to get there down the line.
Strike 2 called. Another beautiful slider from DeZillo.
But he was able to get there, get it in.
Now Spears down 0-2. DeZillo looking to pick up this second out. Set, fires, swung on and missed. He goes to the changeup, and Spears is retired.
That's a beautiful pitch from DeZillo right there, and a huge strikeout with now it being 2 outs. So now you only need a third, and the runner on second ends up not mattering at all. That's a great pitch to get that second out.
2 away. Caleb Schauer now up. Schauer on the Wheaton North basketball team was a regular on the Jack Tosh. Very own Christian McQuade watched a lot of Jack Spears and Caleb Schauer. He was a big fan of that Wheaton North basketball team. 1-0 the count. DeZillo, this one's hit on the ground, foul. They made it to the Consolation Championship 2 years in a row in the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic. The 50th anniversary coming up next year. Everyone's super excited for that. Always a great time. DeZillo set. This one's outside.
Now it looks like it might be a little bit of rain starting to hit here. Interesting. Wasn't necessarily in the forecast, but definitely some dark clouds over here above the game. So something to keep an eye on if it gets worse.
DeZillo comes set. The 1-2 hit, foul. Calling time, and yeah, Jim, like you said, just a little bit of rain.
Yeah, it looks sunny, so hopefully the rain just passes over us, just misses us. But
I opened the weather app. It said rain expected in 30 minutes for 4 minutes. So
I was going to say, there you go. So not much of a rainstorm. No rain can stop the Dukes here.
Fouled once again.
Wheaton North Falcons maybe trying to pull a Dodgers from this past weekend against the Cubs, trying to get into a rain delay to make some good things happen for them, but that's not going to work out for them this time.
Cubs have not been at their best either. They blew that 8-0 lead against the Padres. And Schauer hits this one, heading for St. Charles. Does not hit a car. I hope.
Yeah, right. But, yeah, that was a heartbreaking loss. Cubs being up 8-0. But
Jimmy, quite a lot of foul balls, head to St. Charles.
Yeah,
What do you do if you're driving in your car and you just get hit by a foul ball? Schauer sends another one. This time it's saved by the netting.
I was going to say, there is netting there down that first baseline. So
it does not go.
There's a bit of protection, but if anything goes remotely upwards, if anything's remotely hit at a launch angle upwards, that's getting over the net, and it is getting on out there to St. Charles. I feel like I haven't been a part of any experience where there's been one that's hit the car, but I guess you'll have to see. That'd be
the 1-2. Schauer pokes this one right field. That's a base hit. This should No, they gave him the stops. He stops, and then he goes once again. So Schilling scores. Gami with a little bit of trouble picking it up, probably due to that little shower.
Maybe
shower comes through.
Maybe that little minute of rain for Wheaton North did work out in their favor, but yeah.
Right in the right field, and that's an RBI.
Gami bobbled that ball. I believe the Wheaton North third base coach had the stop sign up until Gami did bobble that ball. But regardless, a great piece of hitting there by the Falcons, and now they've cut the deficit to 5 here.
This one's in the dirt. Jones with a good block. And the first pitch is a ball to Chase Richelli in his first at-bat. Or second at-bat.
It's a great block by Noah Jones. See that guy at D-bats all the time. He's always putting in the work, you know. It's great to see as a catcher. He's fielding balls and he's making sure he's getting his hitting work in, too.
This one swung on and missed. The
That's
throw
a
down
good
to
throw.
second, and it just a little bit too short. Shower able to swipe second.
That's a good throw by Noah Jones right there, but just a tad bit too late. Some good speed from Shower out there. And now Wheaton North has another runner on second here. If they could get another base hit, they might be able to cut the lead even further in this game.
7-2 your score. One man in scoring position. DeZillo comes set, goes to the slider. There for a strike. So the count now goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes.
This would be a big third out for DeZillo.
Set, fires. Just misses.
It's a good pitch. Just low, it looks like. Good eye from the Falcons there. But it's a big third out. Get out of the runner. Get out. Don't let the runner on second score and keep this game a 5-run lead for the Dukes.
DeZillo gets him looking, strike 3, and he escapes with just 1 run allowed. Chase Richelli down on strikes. Wheaton North scores 1 run on 2 hits, and the score is 7-2 in the middle of the 4th. Bottom 4 coming your way shortly here on York Sports Network. Bottom of the 4th inning here in Elmhurst. New pitcher for the Wheaton North Falcons. It's going to be number 32, Nolan Nickel. And
a bit of a delay here. I don't know if we're
not
looking
really.
for base. I don't know if we're looking for baseballs or what.
So Nickel's first batter will be Josh Fleming. And Fleming skies this one back, and it will be out of play for strike 1.
Choi, if we weren't in a closed room right here, I'm making that play 10 times out of 10.
Sounded like someone got hit Might have needed you to save him,
I was
Jimmy.
going to say, I should have went out there and laid the body on the line for that one.
Curveball, and
Ooh.
Fleming hits this one high, but this one's shallow. Coming in is Spears. Oh, my goodness. No one makes the grab. That's off the glove of the shortstop, Jacob Johnson.
Yeah,
That is just a tough error. I'm not sure why he was even going to catch that. That's an outfielder's
That's
ball.
100% an outfielder's
That's
ball
either
right
Spears.
there.
That's either Spears out in center or Straube out in left. You have to call off your shortstop.
With the wind, it's tough, and with it being
His
a shallow
back is
move,
too-
it's tough.
yeah, his
But
back
what,
is to the
as
ball.
an outfielder, you're running into that ball, and you have a better angle and chance to make that play than that shortstop 100% of the time. Shortstop's trying to run backwards and try and make a catch without even having their eyes on the ball, really. You're running backwards. You're putting your head up in the air. But that's the outfielder's ball all day. But good, hopefully a rally starter here for the Dukes.
Jail takes one upstairs.
Yeah, if that's what it takes for the Dukes, that's what it takes. But just another play defensively that has not gone Wheaton North's way. It's been played a big role in how the Dukes rally.
As Jail hits this one, Spears there, and he makes the catch. Fleming retreats back to first.
It's a good swing right there. Obviously, you want to get a hit or move the run or anything like that, but that's a solid line drive just right at the left field or the center fielder, unfortunately.
Yeah, just not too much you could do about it there, Jim. But that'll bring up Ruggieri with one away, man on first. Duke's still up by 5. Scored in the first and the third run, or third inning. They did not score in the second. Wheaton North averaging 1 run every other inning. They scored 1 in the second and the fourth to account for their 2 runs.
Some really good math there, Choi.
Oh, yeah. Dad, I know you're watching this at home. I can do math. And Ruggieri, 1-0. Nickel comes set. Look out. Curveball.
Heads up.
Might have clipped him a little bit. Brushed on the jersey at least. But instead, it's just a ball. 2-0 the count. Nickel comes set. Down low.
3-0 count here. If you're Nickel, you got to really find the zone. You got an out there, and now you've got one out and runner on first, but you can't let this inning get out of hand, and walks is a good way of letting that inning get out of hand. And so you've got to keep the walks to a minimum and really find the zone and try and get out of this inning here after giving up, after letting the leadoff runner on.
Ruggieri with a big swing. That one was in the dirt. Fleming. Decent lead at first. Ruggieri swung on and missed.
And the pitcher's done a good job of battling back in this at-bat here. Was down 3-0. Now he's come back. He's made it 3-2. Let's see who can win this at-bat here. Big for both sides if you want to have a good inning here.
Fleming goes. This one's hit out into right center field. It'll fall for a base hit. Fleming around second. He's heading for third. He gets the stop sign, and Ruggieri with a nice single into right center field to make it runners on the corners here for the Dukes.
That's a beautiful hit and run there and a beautiful piece of hitting by Ruggieri. Got a pitch in the zone and was able to elevate it, get it over the infield, and get it into the outfield for a base hit that ended up moving Josh Fleming all the way around to third because of that hit and run, which is big for the Dukes. Good chance to score or make some magic happen on the base paths here in the bottom of the fourth.
Noah Jones digs in for his second time. He's 0 for 1, reached on an error his last time up that drove in a run. Nickel set. Fires in a strike on the first pitch of the at-bat.
That's big for Nickel after going down 3-0 in the last count. Starting off Noah Jones 0-1 here is big. You got that first pitch in that bat can be so important sometimes for both sides of the equation.
Really, wow, unconventional.
That was a cute pickoff move there from Wheaton North in an effort to get the Dukes catch the Dukes off balance or not paying attention. But
caught himself off balance, almost fell over trying to throw it to first. Nickel comes set, curveball. Jones just a dribbler to the right side, and that will be a foul ball.
Yeah, if you're Noah Jones, you got to win this at bat here. You got a runner on third. You got ducks on the pond. And you got to do something to either get the run in or advance the runners here in this inning, especially with only one out.
Nickel throws back over to first. Can't get Ruggieri. Just one out. I think it's crucial for the Dukes to get a run here. You got to be careful. You don't want to hit a ground ball up the middle. Ruggieri goes. Jones, a swing and a miss. He's down on strikes. No throw down to second base.
Yeah, and that was a good pitch there by Nickel. With an 0-2 count, you get him to go outside. You get him to expand his zone. You get off speed, out, down and away, and it's a good pitch, and it works in his favor. Now you got 2 outs.
We have a pinch hitter for Noah Hughes. It'll be Jimmy Connors.
Pinch hitting number 27, Jimmy Connors.
Connors, the third-string catcher on the depth chart, but he's going to get an at-bat here in place of Hughes with that RBI base hit his last time up.
Yeah, see if you can drive in the runners. You got runners on second and third here.
And they call a balk on Nickel, and that will score a run. So regardless of the outcome of this at-bat, the Duke's able to plate a runner. Fleming comes in to score. Heading to third is Ruggieri. And now Connors, 2 outs, a man on third, and a chance to drive in another run. Score now 8-2.
And that's really unfortunate for Nickel right there. You were finally gaining momentum, had 2 straight outs, and then you get a balk to give up a run. But if you're the Dukes, it's a nice break. You get a runner in, and now you have a runner at third still for Jimmy Connors to drive in here in this at-bat.
Connors took the first pitch for a strike, and he's going to hit this one well. Center field, and the catch is made out in center by Spears to retire the side. So well-hit ball by Connors, but right at Spears.
But the Dukes add 1.
Yeah, the Dukes do add 1. 8-2 your score. We head to the top of the 5th. Coming your way in just a few. Bendazillo out for his 5th inning of work. Bunt shown, but he misses with a fastball up and away. Noah Hughes back out at first base after being pinch hit for by Jimmy Connors.
Yeah, lefties do have that advantage when it comes to bunting. You can square around and try and drop down one for a hit, or you just try and scare the pitcher. And that seems to be what he's doing here. That was a strike, so didn't really work out in his favor.
1-1 the count to Johnson, the 9-hitter. Reedy playing really in. Johnson shows bunt again.
I wonder here if he's using it to try and get into Zillo's head, try and get him to panic or at least lose a little bit of focus and concentration here. But I don't know, because with Paul, the third baseman, playing so far in, I don't know if any bunt's going to work out in a base hit.
Johnson swings away, fouls it away to the left side. 2-2 now the count.
Zillow going into his 5th inning of work here, a solid 4, only giving up 2 runs, 1 in the 2nd and 1 in the 4th. Looking for a scoreless 5th inning here.
Swung on and missed. Foul tipped into the glove of Jones. And Johnson is retired. DeZillo picks up strikeout number 5 on the day.
Yeah, it's a great pitch from DeZillo and a great squeeze from Noah Jones there to ensure the out. It's a big out, number 1. It's always good to get the first guy of the inning out.
It will bring up the top of the order. Carter Johnson now digs into the box for his 2nd time today. He's 0 for 2. Reached on an error to Josh Fleming's last time up. And takes a fastball for ball 1. DeZillo comes set, goes to the slider. Called for a strike, 1-1 now the count.
Yeah, it's a great slider right there to a left-hand backdoor slider to a left-handed hitter. That slider starts out of the strike zone and then curves into the edge of the strike zone, and there's not much you can do about it if you're a lefty.
Johnson on top of that one, chopped it foul right side. 1-2 the count. DeZillo comes set. The 1-2 on its way. This one hit through the hole for a base hit. That one was not hit very hard. Johnson aboard, his first hit of the day. It was in between the hole between Reedy and Fleming on the left side.
Yeah, good piece of hitting right there. Just take it take what you're given from the pitcher there. DeZillo fires the pitch in the zone, and Wheaton North able to drive it the other way. Just wait on it, and take what you're given, take it the other way, and now you got to run first.
This one skied, right field. Gami coming in, and he's going to make the catch for out number 2 to retire Logan Straube.
And that's a great pitch from DeZillo right there. You let the leadoff, or you let the number 1 hitter on base, so you got some speed out there on the base pass, but you're able to get the number 2 hitter out with 1 pitch, which is great here. Sets up, you got 2 outs, hopefully able to get out of this inning here without any damage.
DeZillo comes set. The 0-0 is going to be muscled into center field, but Danko there to make the catch.
Barely even had to
and the
move a
side
step.
is retired. DeZillo just allowing 1 hit, but gets 3 outs pretty quickly. 2 first pitch outs for Ben DeZillo, making quick work of the Falcons here in the top of the 5th. Bottom of the 5th we go. Reedy, Jeva, Gami due up for the Dukes. 8-2 your score here in Elmhurst. We'll be back with you shortly. Bottom of the 5th inning here in Elmhurst. 8-2 lead for your York Dukes. Paul Reedy to lead things off And Nolan Nickel still in for the Falcons, who chase 6 runs here in the final three innings. As Reedy takes ball 1 outside.
Yeah, if you're the Falcons, you just got to take it 1 inning at a time here, 1/2 inning at a time, really. You got to get out of this without giving up a run, and then you got to start scoring more to get back in this game.
Big swing and a miss from Reedy, swung through the slider.
Yeah, and then if you're the Dukes, you want to keep looking to add on here. Hopefully you can rally some more off a nickel, get some more base hits, walks, just get on base, string some runs together there, and try and put this game out of reach.
The 2-1 turns into a 3-1 as Nickel misses low and away with the fastball. So Reedy, a very favorable count right now with Austin Jeva on deck. The 3-1 to Reedy.
I think that was most likely 2-1. And now the count is 3-1, I believe. I'm not too sure, but that would be my guess.
Swear I counted 4 pitches. Well, ball 4 there.
Doesn't matter. You got a runner on first to walk to open up the inning, which is never a good sign for a pitcher, but it's a great sign for the Dukes here.
I predicted the future, Jimmy. I was ahead by 1 pitch. I just knew.
Choi, what's going to happen in this at bat?
Jeva's going to hit a base hit to right field.
All right.
That's my prediction.
We'll see how that holds up. See if Choi is truly has superpowers or not.
Reedy up on first, nobody out, bottom of the 5th. Jeva takes ball 1 upstairs.
Yeah, Nichols really got to find the zone here. He's not showing good signs with his control here to start the bottom of the 5th. Another ball on Jeva already, and already a walk this inning.
Throw back to check on Reedy. He dives back with no problem. Nickel checks on Reedy. Now comes set. Jeva waits the 1-0. This one there for a strike.
It's a big strike right there. Trying to get the pitcher some confidence here as he's trying to make his way through the bottom of the Dukes order here before the top of the order comes up. If you let a couple runners on here, it's a dangerous situation.
Jeva shows bunt. They catch him going around. So now there's 2 strikes on Jeva. 1 and 2.
Yeah, definitely would have caught him off guard, but unfortunately he was unable to get it down there. Now you got to protect the plate, fight to put the ball in play and win an at-bat here.
This one, call the ball, looked pretty good. I mean, umpire's been ringing people up all day.
It's a break for Jeva right there.
Yeah, that is a big break for Jeva.
Got to make the most of it here.
He's still got 2 strikes on him. Now takes down low. He's fought all the way back. Full count. Runner takes off. Jeva swung on and missed. And now they have Reedy in the middle of the bases, but he dives back in time.
Wow, that was almost a scary situation for York as they had the leadoff runner on, but almost just got doubled up really there, struck out and thrown out. But Paul thankfully was able to slide back in to first base safely. And now you've got the top of the order up with the runner on, although it sounds like we have a pinch hitter here.
That's going to be Jackson Bowie to pinch hit for Gami at the top of the order. One away, runner on first. Nichols' first pitch to Bowie. It's swung on, tapped right to Nickel, goes to second for 1. The throw to first is not scooped out, and it's going to bounce on the netting. Bowie rounds first, heads to second. He gets there standing. So they get 1 out, but it's a trade-off as Bowie stands up on second. So
yeah, and it's tough to call if Bowie would have been out at first had the scoop been made on the play, but good play by Wheaton North just to at least get 1 out, but now you got a runner on second and a very dangerous hitter up in Chris Danko. So a base hit really will score a run, and if he finds a gap like he can, Dukes could really expand their lead.
Danko takes the first pitch for a ball. So Bowie His at-bat goes down as a 1-6 E6. Two-base error on the shortstop. Danko chops this one foul to the right side.
Yeah, Danko just recently before the season committed to Illinois State University to play baseball. Very exciting for him. Huge congratulations on that. Let's see if he can bring a run in here for the Dukes and widen the lead to 7 here in the bottom of the 5th.
1-0. Danko swung on and missed. Looked like he was really driving himself towards the right side instead of staying in on that outside pitch and going the opposite way.
Yeah, you just got as a lefty, you just got to wait for it to get there. Don't go lunging at it. Just take what you're given. Got to go the other way.
Bowie on second. Danko gets ready, chops this one towards second base, fielded cleanly, short throw, and the play is made, and the side is retired. Scoreless frame for Nickel here in the bottom of the 5th inning, and top of the 6th coming up here for the Dukes. We'll be back in just a moment.
The Dukes.
Top of the 6th inning here. New pitcher for the Dukes. It's Jack Bodak. Ben DeZillo's day is done. He's in line to pick up the win as Bodak just misses.
Yeah, great day for DeZillo out there on the mound. 5 innings, 2 runs. He had Wheaton North fooled with his slider all day. So a good outing for him. Puts the Dukes in a good position to get the win here today if they can hold on through these last 2 innings.
Biggest thing was just one free pass. It wasn't even a walk. It was a hit. It was a hit batter. Did not walk anybody and struck out 5. And that has been by far his strongest performance as Bodak misses down low. Jones has to block it.
Yeah, that's huge for DeZillo, and hopefully Bodak can find the zone here after going down to a 3-0 count here against his first hitter.
Strike in there.
That's big, even if he ends up walking this batter, just to see a ball go in the zone, get called a strike, get some confidence here, and get moving.
Ball 4. So leadoff walk drawn by Cale Zoller, and
Now into the ball game.
now we'll have a pinch hitter.
Number 16, John Wilson.
John Wilson, the pinch hitter. He's pinch hitting for Rich Schilling.
There you go. Start him off with a strike. That's big. Finding the zone here. The first strike is such a big one at bats, and it's good that Bodak got him one there. Moving quickly now.
Wilson fouls this one back, so now Bodak ahead 0-2. The 0-2 on his way from Bodak, and this one's hit sharply up the middle. Fleming stops it, gets one over the first, and he turns the double play himself. 6-3, unassisted double play.
That's a great pitch from Jack Bodak there. You get him to put the ball on the ground with Josh Fleming in the right spot, and that's an easy double play for him to turn. Didn't even need to flip it to Ruggieri. Just took it to the bag himself and then fired it to first, and that's a big 2 outs for York there as Bodak settles in.
Spears, a big swing and a miss at the sweeper from Bodak. Bodak comes set, fires it in there. Strike 2.
Yeah,
so Bodak making quick work this inning.
Seems like Bodak's found his groove here, walked the first batter, but then got a quick double play and is quickly moving through this last batter here.
The 0-2 just a bit outside. Count now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Bodak set. Swung on and missed. He strikes him out. Retiring Spears at a 1-2-3 inning for Jack Bodak. Puts up a scoreless frame here in the top of the 6th. York trying to add some more runs. Bottom 6 coming your way. Fleming, Chale, Ruggieri. Ruggieri, 2 up.
Brody, Kenny,
Bottom of the 6th inning here. Pitching change for the Wheaton North Falcons. Brody Kenny, the left-hander, and his first assignment will be a pinch hitter. It's Jack Kaminsky digging into the box. First pitch, slow tapper by Kaminsky, and there's going to be no play. And Kaminsky aboard first base.
Yeah, worked out. Some soft contact worked out nicely there for the Dukes. An unlucky break for this new Falcon pitcher, but a good break for the Dukes looking to add some more runs on. Soft contact can work out sometimes if it's hitting the right spot, and that one definitely was a good little swinging bunt there.
Kaminsky able to pick up the infield single. Now Owen Chale digs into the box. Kenny comes set, goes back to first.
As a lefty, a good pickoff move can be lethal there, but Kaminsky doing a good job of keeping his eye on him, paying attention, and not letting that pickoff move catch him off guard.
Chale 2 for 3 today as he takes ball upstairs. Has 2 base hits, lined out to center field his last time up, and Spears has had an eventful day out in center for Wheaton North. A lot of hard balls hit out there as Kenny throws ball 2, but it's just been right at him, and he's just able to make the catch.
I was going to say, Spears has done a lot of both. I feel like he's gotten a couple balls hitting right at him, and then he's made a couple of running grabs where he's able to catch a gapper and prevent the Dukes from scoring some more runs.
Chale fouls that one straight back. Kenny goes over to first. Ain't going to get Kaminsky there.
Yeah, another quick pickoff move, trying to catch Kaminsky unsuspecting, but didn't work. He's made a lot of pickoff moves over there already, and we're only in the second pitch.
This one is going to miss to Chale, so the count now 3 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, this inning looks like it could get out of hand quickly here for the Falcons if they don't try and corral things quickly. The Dukes, on the other hand, trying to put this game away, looking to add on some more runs.
Chale out of that one and just chops it to the left side.
I mean, if
So
I'm
counting
Kalal
out
there,
forward.
I'm putting my body on the line to make that play. He did not even make any sort of motion towards that
Well,
one.
they're giving him a hard time in the dugout.
I mean, come on. That ball was in arm's reach, and he did not move a muscle. I'm diving for that one.
Swung on and
Whoa.
missed. And
Wow.
Chael down on strikes. A beautiful breaking ball.
Beautiful breaking ball. Chael going golfing there.
The second baseman.
And for all you Masters fans out there, I believe we're still in a tie with the top three. We've got DeChambeau, Scheffler, and Homa tied at -6 right now. Scheffler's on his 15th hole.
Brody Kenny again going over to first base. Kaminsky able to dive back in time. Nico Ruggieri digs in. Kaminsky runs down and
Wow.
knocks off the helmet, but he will be out. Kaminsky caught stealing.
That throw was realistically just nailed the runner. All the shortstop and second baseman had to do was catch that ball, and the ball was already on the helmet of Kaminsky. That's a good throw by the catcher. And now all of a sudden the Falcons have 2 outs and are looking to get out of this inning unscathed.
Ruggieri, a big swing and a miss at an elevated fastball from Kenny. So Kenny doing a good job here, inducing weak contact, throwing strikes, and now he's got 2 outs. Trying to retire Ruggieri. Ruggieri hits this one softly, should be playable. Shortstop charges in, cross-body throw to first base, and that retires the side. 1-2-3 inning. Nice play by Jacob Johnson to get Ruggieri on a 6-3 put out. And we head to the top of the 7th, where the Dukes try to put this one away. Here, top of the 7th coming your way on York Sports Network.
Now batting.
Top of the 7th, just 3 outs needed for Jack Bodak to put this game away, and he starts with the 7, 8, 9 hitters, so things are not looking good for Wheaton North right now. They look to Caleb Shower to get things going. Bodak's first pitch is hit well by Shower. This one's going to left field, and this will drop. This one will be extra bases. Shower rounds first, heading to second, and he's in there standing up with a double.
That's a great swing from Shower right there to get the Falcons going this inning. Bodak really got to settle in, just like he did last inning. He gave up the walk, but then was able to get out of the inning very quickly. Hopefully he can do the same this inning, but that's a great piece of hitting right there by Shower. And the Falcons have a runner on second with nobody out to start this inning.
Bodak comes set. The first pitch down low. Pinch hitter for Wheaton North. It's number 10. Hudson Wirtz. Bodak comes set. Wirtz way ahead of that slider.
Yeah. Jack Bodak, actually in my third period AP macroeconomics class. It's a great time. Hoping he can settle in here.
Gets another strike. Wirtz fouls that back.
Make third period AP macro proud. He is known for getting 83s on tests, I will say that much.
Also known for that fastball that can top out at 83. It can catch you by surprise. And there's a good-looking fastball, but
And for his luscious red hair. God bless the Gingers, ladies and gentlemen. There are a few of us out there, but we're strong and we're mighty. We've got to stick together. Showing support for my fellow Ginger here, Jack Bodak.
And he retires Wirtz on strikes, and Bodak picks out number 1.
It's a great pitch right there. Way to get out number 1 and bounce back after that leadoff double there from the Falcons.
And this one's hit softly. Ruggieri comes up, fires to first, and out number 2. So quick out. Jacob Johnson, soft little grounder right to Ruggieri. But that will bring up the top of the order. And
yeah, once again, Jack Bodak really settling in after the first hitter. He's gotten 2 quick outs once again.
Jack Bodak misses first pitch.
York 1 out away from their 11th overall win on the season. Would be their 5th conference win, putting them at 5-1 on the season and 11-2 overall.
Swing and a miss by Patrick Dillo, a pinch hitter. And check swing. So Duke's trying to improve that non-conference record.
Yeah, one strike away from another win. Be a good win for the Dukes. Keep a good streak going.
They slide in tomorrow. Swing and a miss.
Oh.
And it gets away from Jones. Jones comes up, fires to first. Not in time. He beats out the throw. And that will score a run. So drop third strike for Bodak. It plates a run. Now we have an 8-3 game.
Yeah, that's a very unfortunate turn of events from Jack Bodak there. That's a great pitch to get him swinging. Just unfortunately got past Noah Jones, and they weren't able to get the play at first. But hopefully he can settle in here. Duke still got a nice cushion of a lead. 5 runs still. Just need 1 more out to get the win.
1-0 the count to Straube. Straube, the left fielder, hitless. Bodak comes set. 2-0. 2 really close pitches. I mean, I feel
that's
like
2 right on the border there.
just haven't been able to consistently get those corner calls. And this one's popped up. This will be a tough play for Hughes. It's past the netting, so it's out of play anyways. And 2-1 now the count.
It's a big strike. Yeah, keep it from going to 3-0. Try and bounce back and get this final out to end this game here for York.
2-1 the count.
Bodak looking to end this game here.
And he is able to get a slider in there for a strike.
There we go, 1 strike away. Bodak looking to give the Dukes the win here.
Bodak comes set, and called strike 3. The game is over. Bodak catches Straube looking. Beautiful fastball right at the knees, and that'll do it. An 8-3 victory this Friday evening for the York Dukes. Jack Bodak does the job. 5 excellent innings from Ben DeZillo, and then 2 great innings of relief from Jack Bodak.
That's a great win for the Dukes all around. They took advantage of Wheaton North's mistakes. They hit the ball well. They played good defense. They made good moves on the base paths. Both pitchers pitched extremely well. Props again to DeZillo and Bodak. It's a well-pitched game, and that's just a solid overall win for the Dukes. Didn't really have to worry about that being a close one after they went on the run in the bottom of the 3rd, and the Dukes never looked back. They were able to close it out easily, and that's a good win for them.
Yeah, Dukes take care of business in this non-conference matchup here on Friday. They play at home tomorrow against Leiden, 10 in the morning on Saturday. Losing pitcher today, Rich Schilling for Wheaton North. Ben DeZillo, the winning pitcher, 5 innings of excellent work, 5 strikeouts, no walks. Jack Bodak comes in, tosses 2 great innings of 1-run ball with 4 strikeouts. Wheaton North scoring 3 runs on 3 hits and 3 errors, and the Dukes come out on top. 8 runs on 8 hits and 1 error. We like to thank you all for tuning in alongside Jimmy Poulson, My name has been Connor Choi. We'd also like to thank Christian McQuade and Brennen Blanchett for coming and helping. The stream would not be possible without our wonderful crew behind the scenes. Thank you all for watching and have a wonderful weekend.
Go Dukes.